Good afternoon and welcome to CVCA Livestream's coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. We're ready for game number 2 on the third afternoon of the tournament. It's going to be the Aurora Greenmen and the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. This is Tim Nichols, and we're glad you are here along with us. And we've got a special treat before this game. Up high on the perch, we're joined by Worthington Kilbourne coach Greg Revac, and we are live. Kent, we're going to turn the camera over here. Coach, you're up here. Why are you not down on the bench?
Gotta give some shout-outs.
Oh, hang on a second. There you go.
How about now? Oh, there we go. Yeah, got to give some shout-outs to the great work you guys are doing and having us up here. It's been fantastic for our kids. It's been great to get them all together. I know a lot of them were playing NHL against each other online, and now they're doing it in the same hotel room and having a blast at it.
That's fantastic. We are thrilled that you guys are here from down in the Dublin, sorry, I keep saying Dublin. Columbus area. And it's the Capital Hockey Conference. We got a chance to talk to you during the intermission during the last game. You're having a great season here, but you're having a pretty good tournament, and you've got a good game coming up today.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one. Great group of kids here. Really excited to see how we got. We're going to have everyone playing. Got both goalies that'll be playing tonight. Really fun. Yeah.
Shout out to some of the key players on your team, what you expect to see today.
Yeah, you know, for one example, 84, Jacob Lee, I think he's put on 30 pounds since last season. It's been fantastic to see his growth and dedication in the gym. He's got a great shot. You talk about all of our top scorers. Even on the back end, Grant Todd, our captain, he's a junior captain, which you don't see too often. He's been awesome. Alex Garrison, absolutely love him. He's a guy who just finds a way to make a difference no matter where you put him. He's like my trust blanket, just no matter what.
We've been calling out all of their names all weekend long. Certainly they are reliable on the ice for you and the Wolves program.
Yeah, love them. Andrew Daniels, he stood on his head, especially yesterday. Fantastic. Just awesome group of kids. Everyone's doing great. Everyone wants number 29, Greenberg, to get his first varsity goal. Same with 19, Beckett. So hopefully they're able to find it back in that.
Well, they're going to have a chance today against this Aurora team. So it's a trip north here to Northeast Ohio. You've got one of 2 trips, and we're thrilled you're spending 4 days with us here at CVCA in the CVCA Christmas Tournament.
Absolutely fun time. I know we're warm-ups coming down here, but yeah, we'd love to give a shout also to the parents. It's been awesome. We have one behind the camera you can't even see over there doing stats for us.
We're going to peek over there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think we met him before.
Yeah. Unbelievable group of people here. Really excited to be a part of the program. And like I said, Doug Fairchild and the whole CVCA staff have been fantastic and welcoming.
Well, we're watching the numbers, and we know the folks at home at Kilbourne are watching us. And so shout out to you at home. We hope you've tuned in. We're glad that you are watching us if you're not here with us at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Coach, we're glad you joined us. I'm sure you've got some things to do. Any last words you said to the team before they took the ice today?
Just want to make sure we're skating today. Make sure we're playing behind the team, making sure we're getting pucks behind the defense, stretching them out. So if we're skating today, we'll have a good one.
Excellent. Coach Greg Revac, head coach of the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. Good luck this afternoon against Aurora.
Thank you.
Thanks. That's not trip. We'll get you behind here the cords, and we're going to get ready for game number 2. Good to have Coach Revac with us in the pregame. The Wolves from Washington Kilbourne will face off against the Aurora Greenmen in this day number 3 matchup. Kilbourne is 1-1 on the tournament. They do have an outside chance. They need help to make the final. Kilbourne lost in the opening night to CVCA 5-4. Won yesterday, and so they are 1-1. If they win today, they would need a loss by CVCA, and then they need to have a number of things happen. But that head-to-head loss, I think, may be the first tiebreaker, so we'll check on that. Nevertheless, we know that Kilbourne will be playing tomorrow either in the championship game or in the second-place game, essentially, really third place for the second-place teams in this tournament. The Aurora Greenmen, they're looking just to get a positive result. The Greenmen are off to a rough start this season, and it has been a long road to hoe for Aurora as they lost in Avon, or against Avon on Friday night, and then a tough loss last night, 7-0 to CVCA. So they're just looking for positive momentum for the Greenmen program. which is now 1-11-1 on the season. It is a proud and storied program, a program that has played for Barron Cup championships here in Northeast Ohio, and no doubt that the program will get rebuilt. But certainly that is the key word. It's a rebuilding year for the Greenmen of Aurora. We'll look for them to give a good effort today, and we're about a minute away from game time here. Earlier this afternoon, or this morning actually, in the 11:30 a.m. face-off, the Normandy Invaders got their first win of the tournament. They defeated NDCL by a score of 10-1, and so Normandy locks their spot into the third place team game that will take place tomorrow at 2 o'clock on Monday. NDCL will play in the opener tomorrow in the fourth place game. And the Greenmen from Aurora are looking to avert that game. They would need a win here today and then some tiebreaker scenarios potentially to avoid that fourth place game. But nevertheless, we'll see what happens. We're getting ready to go with more coverage here at the CVCA Livestream CVCA Christmas Tournament. It's not our tournament, but we're bringing it to you on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel. As we get ready to go, we're talking about the YouTube channel. It's a reminder that we can request that you follow us on social media. At CVCA Livestream is the social media handle. You can find us on Facebook, on Instagram, and on Twitter. We did see the Kilbourne Twitter feed post some of the highlights of Friday night's game. We reposted that, so thank you to them for the shout out. And certainly if you're following along with us on the CVCA Livestream YouTube channel, whether you're a fan of Worthington Kilbourne, Aurora, CVCA, or any of the other teams, make sure to follow us and subscribe to that CVCA YouTube channel. That will allow you to be informed whenever we have a broadcast that's coming up, whether that's hockey, football, lacrosse, perhaps some basketball later on. But right now it's hockey on a Sunday afternoon, and certainly we know you have choices. We're glad you're choosing to spend some of your Sunday afternoon with us. It's Tim Nichols, and we're set to go. The Kilbourne Wolves will wear their blue jersey tops with the Worthington Kilbourne WK crest logo, white numerals, black helmets, black shells. Aurora in their white tops, the Aurora green for the Greenmen numerals, black shells with green piping and black helmets. And it's the Greenmen who break into the offensive zone, and they put a first shot on the goaltender, Andrew Daniels. And so Coach Rivak, looking for a quick start from his Wolves, sees them have to yield a first shot in the first 17 seconds to the Greenmen, who earn a face-off in the offensive zone. No starting lineups and no anthems in the first 3 rounds of this tournament, so we'll just call out the names. And there's Bailima, who will shoot, and it goes wide. Braden Bailimian, who had a hat trick earlier in the tournament, gets a centering pass, and a couple of Greenmen run into each other, and that chaos in the front of the goal results in the goal, puck in the back of the net for Kilbourne, exactly what they were looking for. And the Worthington Wolves are up 1-0. And it looked like it may have been number 15, Braden Bailimian, on the putback. And with just 36 seconds gone in this contest, it's 1-0. Max Stefano in goal for the Greenmen. Saved 51 shots on Friday night. He didn't see nearly as many last night against CVCA, but he may have made the most saves in this tournament. Unfortunately for him, both nights 7 goals against, and the Greenmen yield one early here again on Sunday afternoon. 1-0 Wolves, an offensive zone face-off for the Greenmen, and they control. It's sent back to the point and shot in, deflected in front. A nice save by Daniels. It was Brody Markle who sent that in on goal. Unable to keep it in on the far point is Matt Smith. He'll go back and collect. Actually, it was Johnny Janzik who collected and sent it in. The defense for the Wolves breaks out. And with the puck, it's Luke Saleko. Saleko got a shout out from his coach earlier. Loose puck, he pokes it forward, but it falls to Markle, who will skate out with it. Markle will dump it in. He's the captain for the Greenmen outfit. Behind the net, controlled by the Wolves. Sent up but not out till it hits the Saleko in the derriere, sent right back into the corner by collected by John Muir, who sends it to the near side boards. It's a massive hit by Brody Markle, who just lined up one of the Kilbourne Wolves, who is down. A vicious hit. And the concern right now is for Cole Beckett, the freshman. Markle saw Beckett as a target, and we'll see it again. The good news is Beckett able to get up and head to the bench under his own power. We'll let you draw your own conclusions. Hockey play right there. And the referees allow it. So we play on with a face-off in the offensive zone for the Greenmen. Sent up and at the point, dumped back down low by Kellen Walter. Grant Todd controls the puck, sends it forward. And they break out. Max Williams. And now into the corner. To the left point, Brady Everett sends it down low. Loose to the right of the goal mouth. And Aurora digs it out. So we've got another case of some uniform numbers that not matching the roster that we received. So a couple of the players out there in the blue jersey tops for the Wolves will have to get some names. But the good news is they've got some names on the back of the jerseys. And that number 98 is Mark Schreiber. Schreiber behind the net, circles, sends it in front, tries a wraparound, but it's poked into the corner. And one of the Aurora Greenmen goes down. Shot and a save by Stefano to the near side corner. Max Williams tries to dig it out. It pops up off the glass. Williams chases after it. It's poked away from him and out of harm's way. Schreiber skates in on it, can't get it. Williams will dump it low, taken away by one of the Greenmen who try to clear, but they cannot. It's sent right back in deep. Round to the near side. Aurora sends it up and finally exits the defensive zone. In on side was Robert Zamery. He'll dump it down low, and a change happening behind him. New reinforcements for the Greenmen. And the Wolves break out. Jack Lewis tries to stick handle past a couple different Greenmen. One of them, Markle, couldn't do that. And the puck heads out, but not all the way. It's intercepted by Lee. His attempt to send it down low is poked away, and it's kicked out of the zone by Aurora. Cross-ice pass through the legs of Janzig. Janzig will just dump it further down toward the baseline. Taken away by the Wolves and sent out to center ice, where Markle chases after it. Markle, far side, and sent up harmlessly. It falls to number 56. That's Alex Garrison. And now taken in by Hayjack. Cale Hayjack had a couple goals earlier this week. Puts a shot on net and a save by the goaltender, Andrew Daniels. 1-0 Worthington Kilbourne. We believe that the goal scorer was Braden Belemian after a scrum in front of the net of Max Stefano. That goal was scored just seconds into the contest. And the Wolves have an early 1-0 lead in this one. Belemian sends it forward. Centering pass knocked aside. That was Saleko who tried to feather it through to a charging teammate. All the way down the ice it comes. And a turnover results in a shot on Daniels, who makes the save and leaves it for Alex Kramer. Another hit and a penalty coming on Aurora. Meanwhile, Saleko centers in front, shot and a score. So wave off that penalty. It's the second goal of the afternoon for Braden Belemian. And here you'll watch it again. Saleko chased it down. Belemian unchecked. Puts it in the back of the net. It's 2-0 Worthington Kilbourne. So behind that play, there was another big hit levied by the Greenmen. The arm was raised by the referee, but with possession of the puck in controlled by the Wolves. They went down the ice, and Luke Saleko got the assist on the goal, the second of the day, by Braden Belemian. So having a pretty good tournament. Time of that goal, 4:53, and it's 2-0 Wolves. Play resumes, and the Wolves control once again. Loose puck. Max Williams swipes at it, and now 71 Grant Todd takes it. Todd exits the zone, has it poked away, and it's dumped back in by Aurora's Ian Hilliard. Into the corner, chasing after it is Brady Everett. Everett has company. That company is from Hilliard. Now another Greenman. It's Janzig jumps in, and Nathan Hachey as well. The four of them battle for the puck in the far side corner. It's dug out by the Wolves. It falls to Todd. He sends it forward, finds a teammate in Schreiber. Schreiber's shot zooms over the crossbar, rebounds out, and finally cleared by Aurora, sent down the ice. Icing is waved off, and the Wolves will try and break out. Everett with forechecking challenge from Robert Zamaray. Puck is turned over and dumped back low. Stick handled to the corner and then sent around to the near side where Markle is waiting. Markle takes a shot. It's deflected and comes out to center ice. Schreiber will head to the bench. And that one will certainly sting for a little bit, but he'll be back out for his next shift. Markle sends it forward. It comes to Brady Everett. Everett. Pass connects to the teammate and is dumped in to the near side corner where Markle controls. Markle sends it up. Quick pass. The second one does not connect, but it comes back to Markle, and he'll navigate through the neutral zone into the offensive zone, cross the blue line, and puts a shot on goal. It's saved by Daniels. Markle pushes, falls down behind the net, and the Wolves will try and break out with it again. A long pass intercepted at center ice. Cade Mongaroth got in the way, but Walton. That's Ryan Walton. His coach talked about him as well. Give a shout out to a number of the Wolves as we got to talk to him earlier today. Shot and a save by Stefano. Cat-like reflexes there. Again, his good tournament continues. At least from a number standpoint with the number of saves. Another shot and another save, and he dives on it, does Max Stefano. And we have a stoppage near the midpoint of the first period, 7:35 to go. It's 2-0 Worthington Kilbourne as you see the replay. Offensive zone face-off for the Kilbourne Wolves. In the corner, battling for the puck, Cole Beckett. Watching from behind for the Kilbourne Wolves is Saleko. He gets his puck on his blade and puts a shot on goal. Another save by Stefano. Dump back down low. And it comes to the point. Saleko, cross ice. And we've just been informed that the goaltender of choice today is number 34. Another save there. There is no 34 on the roster. 33. Raquel Bailey in goal today. So we're giving Max Stefano credit for additional saves. He's had a great tournament, but it's Raquel Bailey. And again, we do not get the starting lineups before the games here at the Perch. And so we're calling them out as quickly as we can see them. Bailey's number 33, not visible to us as she's faced away from us, and so apologies to the Bailey family. But we'll get Raquel in the broadcast and give her the credit she is due in goal today for the Greenmen. Big hit in the corner again, and number 91, Brady Everett, shakes the cobwebs off that one and heads to the bench. Hayjack sends it in deep And he'll head to the bench after he does the dump and lets his team chase. The chase is won by Alex Garrison of the Wolves. Garrison up ice, was looking for teammate Hachey. Too far for him. Matt Smith has it into the corner. Markle has company. It trickles to the slot. Loose at the point. Garrison left point now. A shot goes wide, rounded the near side boards and all the way up to the right point, and unable to keep it in. Falling down was Garrison, and here comes a chance for the chance goes awry. Robert Zamri couldn't control the puck. It was bodied off it, but he gets it back, hustling back to center ice, and dumps the puck in. Behind the play, Zamri gets taken for a ride and goes to the ice, and he'll skate off. 5:15 to go. A shot sent in and sticked aside. That shot was off the stick of Ian Hilliard, and now the Wolves counter with some speed through the neutral zone. Ryan Walton puts a shot on goal, gets dumped into the corner. The shot is wide and comes all the way out to center ice where Garrison collects it. Garrison cross ice and quickly back up. It'll be offsides against Kilbourne as Walton was making his way back out of the zone, and you'll watch it again. There's that big hit behind the play that we referred to. The camera caught it. Robert Zamri hustled on that shift, then he got taken down at the end. We resume with 4:44 on the clock. Here comes a shot, and Raquel Bailey makes the save. Raquel is a senior, and here comes the save that she makes. And there's her number 33 from behind the goal cam. She came in, having played last year. Here's a shot knocked down in front. Gave up 2.8 goals a game a year ago. Here comes another chance. Shot, save, Bailey, rebound, net open, and a score. The goal for Worthington Kilbourne to Jacob Lee, who picked up the rebound off the first shot. 3-0 Wolves with 4:16 to go in the first period. And a juicy rebound it was. Lee settled it on his stick and put it in the back of the net for the third goal of the day. First one for Jacob Lee after 2 goals for Braden Belemian. Time of that goal, 10 minutes and 44 seconds. Kilbourne is on their way. Another chance and another goal, just like that. 9 seconds between goals for the Wolves. And this time the goal scored by number 27, Johnny Muir. John Muir on the goal. The sophomore puts Worthington Kilbourne up 4-0. Four goals on 10 shots for the Wolves. They have a commanding 4-0 lead as we continue here. Play resumes. We tick down under 4 minutes to go in the first period. There's the most recent goal scorer, Muir, who battles for that puck on the near side boards. It's dug out by Aurora. A shot was sent in and goes wide off the stick of Ian Hilliard. Markle will dump it in, knocked down by Muir. Muir will chip it up and into the bench area. Chats with a teammate who made an evasive move on the bench. And he'll step off the ice. 3:37 to go. And the Wolves will defend a face-off in their own zone. It's one back to Kilbourne, and they'll start out with it. It's Grant Todd. Todd skates through the center ice area into the offensive zone. Stops at the circle, tries to center. It's knocked back out to neutral ice. Sent back in. Daniels with a save and leaves it for a teammate. Markle falls down. Schreiber. Into the corner. Sent up, but not out by Hayjack. Dumped back down low. Brady Everett. Loose puck behind the net. Picked up by one of the Wolves. That was Max Williams. He sends it around. And Aurora, rather. A couple of A teams. Aurora will ice it with 2.5 to go here in the first period. Face-off controlled by the Wolves. Shot in and deflected to the near side boards. Counter comes for the Greenmen into the offensive zone. A shot deflected. That was Schechterman, Max Schechterman. He continues to control for the moment. Has it taken away by Ryan Walton. Walton will angle it off the boards. Schechterman falls down behind him, but it's still kept in at the point and sent in. Daniels has to make a save. Schechterman gets back up and he'll battle for the puck. But Walton is there as well. That comes up to the point and is sent right back down low, only for a moment by Zachary Popson. And now an outlet pass. Play continues. Bolemian with a pair of goals in the corner and some time, sends it up to the point. Schreiber. It may have been Jack Lewis, 96. Schreiber wears 98. And it was Lewis in the corner. He'll connect with Schechterman. The puck comes back to him. Backhands it toward the goal. Walton is there. He'll send a centering pass. It's swept away in front. Nice job on the defensive side done by Max Schechterman there. Meanwhile, Walton sends one to the far side corner. Centering attempt. Bolemian going for the hat trick in the first period. His shot is deflected behind the net, and now Walton comes up with it again. Walton up to the point. He finds Beckett. Beckett back to Walton. He has it poke checked away, and it's going to be cleared by Johnny Janzik, who's been quiet. Most of the Greenmen have been quiet so far today. Puck is loose and goes to the right of Bailey. Centered in front. Turn around, and Bailey with a nice save right there. Penalty coming in the corner. And the Greenmen are going to go on the power play late here in the first period. See what happened in the corner. I believe the call is going to be a slash. And it is. Despite the protests, Jack Lewis will spend the next 2 minutes of playing time in the box. The time of that penalty was 14 minutes and 37 seconds, so just 23 ticks of the clock remain here in the first period. The penalty time will carry over if the Greenmen do not convert here on the abbreviated power play at the end of this first stanza. Face off in the offensive zone. One back and a shot and a save by the goaltender Daniels. So 19 seconds left. A quick attempt right there. Just 3 seconds ticked off the penalty time. And we'll do it again. And we'll do it a third time as Daniels makes another save. Good hustle right there by the Greenmen's Cale Hayjack. He's taking this draw, won it to himself, and got off a shot despite a whole load of pressure. So 15 seconds left, and this time it's one back into the corner and set up and out to center ice. Markle with 9 seconds left sends it forward, but that's going to do it in the first period. 4 seconds remain. Aurora is in the neutral zone. They will not get a shot off, and the clock winds out. So we go to the end of the first period of play. A strong first period for Coach Greg Revak's Worthington Kilbourne Wolves. The score at the end of one, it is the Wolves 4, the Greenmen nothing. As we get to this first intermission, we're going to pause for another message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. That open house and that video that you've seen a number of times already, if you've been watching along, has gone past on the calendar. But as we approach 2025, still many opportunities for you to visit CVCA and find out more about the Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy community. Get a closer look at what CVCA is all about. There are a number of admissions events throughout the year for prospective families. Plenty of opportunities to get a closer look, to register for an event, to schedule a tour of the school, or sign up for a shadow experience for your son or your daughter. For more information or to sign up, please visit cvcaroyals.org/admissions. In the videos we've been showing you this week, you see some of the school activities. You also see some of the activities outside the school setting. We're coming up on J-term at CVCA, which is an opportunity for students across the entire spectrum of the school to go out and experience learning in the world, as it were. A number of tours across the contiguous 48 United States and even into Europe and South America in the upcoming week. A lot of these students will be heading out to do missions projects and service projects. The CVCA basketball team is getting the opportunity to play basketball in Jacksonville, Florida this week, in conjunction, I believe, with the Gator Bowl celebration down there. They had a game yesterday. They came up just short against Providence, a team from that area, 49-45, but also got to serve, I believe, at a United Way facility down in the Jacksonville area. So learning, serving, and participating in learning both within the building and outside. A big week coming up for the students of Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. Right now, it is the first intermission of the afternoon game here, the 2 o'clock game on Sunday, and the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves are leading Aurora by a score of 4-0. We've got some highlights queued up for you, and we're going to go right now. Take a look at them. First goal of the day, and it was. Third time for me to see it and confirm that it was Braden Bellini. All right, it's the third day of talking, and we're just struggling. Bellini on the first and second goals of the day, number 15. Here's his second. And then the third goal collected right here and put into the back of the net by Jacob Lee to make it 3-0 midway through that first period. And there's yet another one coming up. John Muir skated in and beat Raquel Bailey on a long shot from the top of the face-off circle right there. 4-0. The score after one period of play, all Kilbourne here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. More games coming up this afternoon. We'll look at the schedule. There it is. Amherst and Kenston, the much anticipated match that will determine who plays in the championship game on that side of the bracket tomorrow evening. CVCA already with 2 wins and a head-to-head win against Worthington Kilbourne, I believe has locked its way into the championship round regardless of what happens. I know there was some question about that, but we've taken a look at the tiebreakers for this tournament, and they are head-to-head performance and then goal differential, least goals scored against, most goals scored, and if you get down to it, a coin flip. But in this case, the Friday night decision where CVCA defeated Kilbourne 5-4 along with CVCA's win against Aurora last night locks the Royals into the championship game regardless of what happens tonight. I'm getting a no, but nevertheless both teams will be 2-1, and therefore the head-to-head victory of CVCA against Worthington Kilbourne should lock CVCA into the championship round tomorrow. We'll get confirmation on that before the end of this broadcast. Right now, the Zamboni is doing its work, and we're going to pause for a couple of minutes. Be back for second period action in just a couple of moments. All right, welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. And if you're an interested partner and bystander of the Worthington Kilbourne program, I have just been informed that the CVCA is not locked into the championship yet. So, given the circumstances, if Avon were to beat CVCA tonight, it would be a three-way tie at 2-1, assuming this score holds here, with Kilbourne leading 4-0. And in the event of a three-way tie, it would then go to goal differential amongst the three teams. Right now, if you get your abacus out at home, Kilbourne, well, I'll start with CVCA. CVCA is +8 in goal differential after 2 games. The assumption is Avon has to beat CVCA in order for Kilbourne to have a chance. They would, at the best case, be +7 at the end of that result, assuming a one-game victory by Avon tonight. Any bigger victory by Avon tonight would certainly lower the hurdle that Kilbourne would need. Kilbourne came into the day +3 on goal differential. The 4-0 score right now after the first period makes them +7. So right now, +7 in goal differential for Worthington Kilbourne. And CVCA is +8. In the event of a three-way tie, goal differential will decide who goes to the championship round. So there still is an opportunity for these Kilbourne Wolves to play for the championship tomorrow night. They need an Avon loss, and they need to keep scoring goals here in this game. And given the Aurora results so far, it's not a far-fetched circumstance that they may continue to do that. So the door is open. Kilbourne needs help from Avon. The good news, CVCA and Avon played in the first game of the year this year, and the Royals had to come from behind to escape with a narrow 4-3 victory in that contest. So it's not a foregone conclusion that CVCA will defeat Avon tonight. So what that means is you get to tune in later to watch the CVCA game and see what happens. Lots of hockey still to go today, and we're back underway with second period action here in the game between Aurora and Worthington Kilbourne. New goaltender in goal today in this period for the Kilbourne Wolves, and it looks to be number 34, Cameron Mers, the freshman in goal. Mers got some time yesterday as well, and so Cameron Mers, the freshman, takes over in goal. The day for Andrew Daniels done after a stellar first period where he kept a clean sheet. Penalty continues right now for Avon, and they started the second period with a penalty. Kilbourne clears that down the ice and perhaps played with a high stick. They are actually on the power play. I've got it backwards. Kilbourne with the power play. Check that. Kilbourne, the visiting team. I'm still on my abacus, and I've got my teammates looking at me saying, Tim, what are you doing? And I'm going to just say it's the third day. It's a lot of words. Somebody help me. Exactly, says John Powell. Power play for the Avon Greenmen, and Kilbourne clears it down the ice, which is what confused me in the first place, because they did that the last time and the whistle blew when they should have been able to clear the puck. Meanwhile, we got our bearings straight. 14:05 to go, second period. Worthington Kilbourne leads 4-0. They're going to get an offensive zone face-off here on a short-handed situation. 42 seconds to go in the penalty time. Bohemian chips it forward, or unable to stop it from going forward. Grant Todd collects it, tries to clear, and finally it's sent out. Bohemian, first one to it, going to take a shot. It's high and over the goal, all the way around to the right point, where Todd will just dump it back in with 22 seconds left on the penalty kill for these Wolves. Bohemian to Lee. Back to Bohemian on the give and go. Can't get a shot off as it's poke checked away by Brody Markle. Markle has it on his stick, sends it forward. Just 10 seconds left on the power play. 16 into the corner. And a shot that goes through the crease and is swept out of harm's way. That was almost the first goal of the afternoon for the Greenmen. And here's a turnover right in front. Shot, save. And it looks like perhaps a new goaltender in goal also for the Aurora Greenmen. Actually, it's still Raquel Bailey. So Raquel Bailey's still in goal, and she made a save there. Meanwhile, penalty time has expired. The goaltenders, Bailey on one side and Cameron Mers on the other. in green and blue, respectively. Long pass, Lee can't control, has it poke checked away by Kellen Walter. It comes back in a shot fired wide by Ryan Walton. Walter and Walton out on the ice. Here's Walton in blue for the Wolves. Has it poke checked away by his counter number 8, Matt Smith for the Greenmen. Loose puck chopped out and kicked at, and still loose in front of the Wolves bench. Bodies flying, and finally sent out of the zone and into the defensive zone of Kilbourne. No icing as the puck dies before getting across the end line, and Kilbourne will have to start out. Here they come in the breakout. It's number 98, Mark Schreiber, who sends a shot up and beyond the glass into the netting for a stoppage. You get another look at it. The referee retrieves another puck. Was over there by the scoreboard in between games. They've got an ice bucket over there, keeping the pucks nice and cold. Also had a great chance between the games, and that ice is sticky today. It's unseasonably warm outside, 64 degrees, and so the ice maybe not ideal here in the Dan Kostel Rec Center on a balmy winter day, spring-like day, as that puck is just stopping. And you can actually see some wet spots as you get another look at that right there. We're looking, we can actually see some visible wet spots over in the face-off circle to the right of, or to the left of goaltender Raquel Bailey, and some glare on the near side as well. So something to take notice of, and has not been the case, but there have been few days that have been this warm in December. Loose in front, and a shot, and a score. Max Williams gets another one for Worthington Kilbourne, and here's the replay. And again, if you're keeping score at home, that's +8 in the goal differential. Bailey couldn't slide over to her left and get that one. So it's 5-0, time of the goal, 3 minutes and 34 seconds. So it's pretty much the case where CVCA is going to have to win tonight against Avon to secure the championship bid, as the stick is poked away from Avon's number 8, Matt Smith. He retrieves it, and the puck is sent down the ice, and it will be played and stopped by Mers. And that stops. There we go again. No icing. That is that spot where the water is just staying on the ice. The conditions here becoming an issue as the shot is stopped, knocked down. Second shot goes wide. There is heavy rain expected here in the Northeast Ohio area this afternoon. In fact, most of Ohio. High winds as well. Later on this afternoon, gusts of 45 to 50 miles an hour. We are inside and thankful for that. But it is shirt sleeves weather outside today. Here comes a shot and a save loose in front of the rebound again. Poked away by Brody Markle and then sent up out of harm's way by a teammate. 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Long shot on net. Bailey pokes it aside and sent up. No icing. This one barely gets over the end line. So both sides of the ice just treacherous in terms of hockey. Treacherous may be the wrong word, but sticky, certainly sticky. That one trickles in, delayed offsides, and 15, that's Bolemian with a pair of goals. Has to avoid going offside with the touch. Meanwhile, the play continues, and a fan and fall by number 47, Alex Kramer. But Kramer gets back up, Poke check away from John Muir, who had a goal earlier. Sent out to neutral ice. That puck just not sliding very well at all. .8:45 to go. Shot and a score from a sharp angle. Lee. Jacob Lee nets another one for the Kilbourne Wolves. Here it is. Short side and top shelf. And I'm not sure that Raquel Bailey even saw that coming. 6-0. And for the 4th time in this tournament, if we're keeping score at home, maybe the 5th time, we've got a running clock situation. This time, Kilbourne on top by the 6-0 score. Can pretty much anticipate there will not be a running clock in the next game this afternoon between Kenston and Amherst Steel. Another save by Bailey as it came right in on her. Kenston and Amherst Steel will play at 5 o'clock. Winner of that contest will play in the championship. That one does not need special math. Winner, championship. Loser will play in the second place game with the 2 second place teams. Ticking down to the midpoint of the second period and this contest into the offensive zone. Kilbourne. Nathan Hachey. He gets dumped behind the goal line. Slow to get back up and sees the puck sent right around to the near side corner. Chipped up and out. Chasing after it for the Greenman is Hayjack. Can't get there before it's poked away from him. Back out to neutral ice. Sent in. And we have a delayed offside situation for the Greenmen, who are changing their bench door in the offensive zone. And so they had to touch up before they could counter with a defensive challenge. It gives time for the Wolves to bring it into the offensive zone. Bohemian behind the net, centers in front, shot and a save by Bailey. It rebounds out to Jack Lewis. Lewis has it taken away, and the Greenmen will counter. Into the offensive zone, a shot goes high and wide. Evan Ray, I believe, may be out there. It looked like a 15. A couple of players come together, and they are tangled together near the blue line. Finally untangle themselves. Whistle blows. And we're going to try and get a name on the back of jersey number 9. And we had a goal as I'm looking at that. So in the back of the net, as I was paying attention to the 2 players tangled up at the blue line, Kilbourne has another goal. So it's 7-0 now. No icing. Sent around to the far side. Kilbourne tries to outlet, and they do. Back into the offensive zone. Soleko skates in. He'll shoot. Another save for Bailey. It pops high in the air. Soleko in the corner. He'll shoot. Saved by Bailey. It comes right back to Soleko. He gets the attention of a pair of Greenmen. Plural. A shot blocked and sent out. Back in, centering pass. Loose in front. Shot and a save by Bailey. She's doing her best back out there, but trailing 7-0 here in the second period. Beckett sends it back in. Lewis has it. Lewis skates to his right on his forehand. He'll shoot and he'll score. It's 8-0. We're getting perilously close to a 10-0 Mercy situation. This game on the verge of ending early. 4-0 at the end of one, 8-0 already here in the second period with the running clock. And as I look over, I've lost count of the goal differential. I believe they're plus 11 now. Plus 11. They continue to put the pressure on, and it benefits Kilbourne to keep scoring and force CVCA to win tonight. Again, Avon came in +1. Is that right, gentlemen? So right now, one more goal would eliminate the Avon Eagles from contention for the championship, and there it was right there, 9-0. +12, the best the Eagles could do would be +11. They have a +1. In the unlikely event, they 10-0 CVCA, which is far-fetched. That should take Avon out of the championship equation. The last goal scored by number 84, Jacob Lee. Second of the day, I believe, for Lee. And it's 9-0. One more goal will put a wrap on this one. The Aurora Greenmen will be playing against NDCL tomorrow in the 11:30 slot. That much we know. Pressure continuing to be put on by the Wolves. And we should say they will not end the game right now at a 10th goal. It is a 10-goal differential at the end of the second period, so they can keep scoring as much as possible, can the Wolves, for the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds. If they do not score another goal, we'll have another intermission. Here the puck just dies on the wet ice. Schreiber gains possession, dumps it in, gets company from Johnny Janzig. It comes back to Everett. He'll dump it back down toward a teammate. It goes all the way around the boards. Unable to keep it in on the far side was Todd. And we've reached the final minute 45. Good back checking on Janzig right there to prevent an opportunity for the Greenmen. It's sent forward. And here comes a 1-on-2 chance. It comes to Schreiber, who put it on net. Saved by Bailey. Puck is pinned right down in front of us and dug out by the Greenmen. Skating out with it, it's number 12 for Aurora. We don't have a 12 on the roster, but he's doing some nice stick handling to create a chance. And he'll skate off the ice. So a shout out to you, number 12. You get your name called, or at least you got your number called. We'll see if we can get an updated roster perhaps before tomorrow's game. Shot and glove down by Cameron Mers. A stoppage with 47 seconds left to go here. So we near the end of the second period. Here's a replay for you if you get another chance to see Cameron Mers flash the leather. Tracked it all the way. Offensive zone face-off. One back to the Wolves, but turned over, shot, and Mers gloved that one down again. So it does look like we're going to make it to the third period. 15 seconds left. Puck is loose in the corner, sent around, far side, up to the point. A shot in, another save by Mers. 5 seconds left. Sent forward and sent up and out as the buzzer sounds, and that will do it for the second period. So 2 periods in the books, and both teams will head off to the locker rooms, which means we're going to pause for one more message from Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. We are at the second intermission here between Worthington Kilbourne and Aurora, and it's been all Kilbourne, the Wolves leading 9-0. As you got a chance to watch that video from CVCA again, we hope you're enjoying the CVCA Livestream coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Just a reminder once again that we'd love to meet you at CVCA. Plenty of opportunities to get a closer look at the school or sign up for a shadow experience, a tour, or register for an event. You can do so at cvcaroyals.org/admissions. We haven't talked about it today, but we'll remind you one more time about the opportunity to support CVCA Livestream. You can give to help underwrite our production, essentially. So it's been the 5th year of CVCA Livestream this year, the 5th time we've done this tournament. We do all the hockey games in the winter, all the football games in the fall, and assorted basketball and lacrosse games in the winter and spring. It has been a 100% volunteer staff effort from the beginning. But we'd like to say professional production. We had Coach Greg Revac up here twice earlier today, once during the intermission of the previous game and once right before this game. And somehow we get all the wires connected and we are able to get out on the air. We're doing our best to give you the best production we can. And that is something that we've done out of our own pocket for the last 4 years. But this year we worked with the school at CVCA to allow them to take donations from you to directly support what we do here. Not $1 goes into our own pockets. Every dollar is reinvested in the equipment. Believe it or not, we are still using borrowed equipment. So software costs are significant on an annual basis. It costs about $3,000 to do what we do for just one hockey season. So when you give to CVCA Livestream, you're actually giving to Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy. You can go to their website at cvcaroyals.org/give-now. And that brings up the giving interface. You make a tax-deductible donation to CVCA. We simply ask that you reference CVCA Livestream in the comments section. And when you do that, every dollar that you give ultimately ends up helping us defray some of the costs to put this on. It has been an effort that has been underwritten and really paid for by the team that is putting this event on. Yours truly and the others sitting at the table with me. So we appreciate your support. We certainly are thrilled that you're tuned in. We've been watching the numbers. We've had record numbers all year. But if you are so moved, we certainly would welcome an opportunity to have you be a part of CVCA Livestream through your financial support. That's it for that. We'll get on to other things right now, like talking about this dominating performance by the Wolves from Worthington Kilbourne, who are well on their way to victory and well on their way to putting pressure on the Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy Royals, whom they lost to on Friday night, but nevertheless with an Avon victory over CVCA tonight, and that is not too far out of the realm of possibility. CVCA and Avon played earlier this year. The Royals in the first game of the season came from behind to defeat Avon 4-3. An Avon victory would essentially at this point put Kilbourne in the championship game. Kilbourne with a 9-goal lead today and current goal differential of 12, something north of 11 or 12, would cause the Kilbourne Wolves to win a 3-way tie between Avon, Kilbourne, and CVCA if they all finish 2-1. So tune back in tonight to the CVCA game against Avon. Don't even go away. We've got an outstanding game coming up between Amherst Steel and Kenston. Winner of that game will play in the championship on Monday night, which is already tomorrow. We are on day 3. And we'll have the matchups set in stone by about 9:30 tonight, at which time we'll know who will be playing for the championship of the CVCA Christmas Tournament tomorrow. The Royals are 2-time defending champions of this tournament, defeating the Clay Eagles in an outstanding game, perhaps one of the best games in seasons, multiple seasons a year ago. Clay had an outstanding goalie in Noah Schott, who at that time of that game had only dropped and lost 1 game on the season when CVCA upset, and we're going to call it an upset, Clay in this tournament a year ago in the championship game, 2-1. That was only the second loss of what I think ended up only being 3 losses on the season by the Clay Eagles. So it was quite an effort for the homestanding Royals to win their 2nd straight CVCA Christmas tournament. Who will play for the championship tomorrow night will be determined later on this afternoon and this evening, and we'll have it all for you on CVCA Livestream. The Zamboni driver just about done with his actions, and we're going to be back with more coverage of what remains of this game between Kilbourne and Aurora in just a few moments. Stay tuned. You're watching CVCA Livestream coverage of the CVCA Christmas Tournament. Welcome back to the Dan Kostel Rec Center. Tim Nichols continuing to bring you the coverage, joined by John Powell, director, Zach Nichols on replay today, Sean Mosher on camera, Kent Schwartzbeck on the goal shot on goal work. I'm not sure we'll call that position. So Kent's got to press a button every time there's a shot in goal to make that goal ticker, that shot ticker, increase. It actually tells a Google sheet out in the internet to increase in number, and that sheet brings the data back in here because there's not a shot on goal counter on the scoreboard here at the Dan Kostel Rec Center. That's how we're doing that. So Kent is manning that position. 5 of us bringing the coverage to you today. JT Nichols also actually stepping in on the shots on goal position right now, so they're trading off. That's the team bringing you the coverage here. It's 9-0 as we start the 3rd period. Running clock, and 1 goal away from ending this one is the Worthington Kilbourne Wolves, or are the Wolves. We'll see if the ice surface is any better after the Zamboni cut the ice in between that period as the shot comes in and is swept aside by Cameron Mers. It certainly was an issue during that 2nd period. Ice looks to be a little bit better as we look down on the surface, at least to start this 3rd period. Puck is loose at center ice, and it's sent across. Walton will bring it in for the Wolves. He sends it down low. Bilemian there, loose in front and swept out of harm's way for the moment out to center ice. And in the neutral zone, Alex Kramer will tee up. He gains the zone. Walton waiting there as he goes by him. It's loose in the near side boards and swept up and out, where Bilemian collects it. Braden Bilemian leaves it for a teammate. It's poke checked away, and Johnny Janzig is on it for the Greenmen. Janzig had a pretty good tournament, scored a handful of goals, skates in and shoots, and there's a wide open net and a save by the goaltender. Nice job by Cameron Mers right there. Sliding across to her right to save that 2nd shot. You see the net wide open. Well, camera almost went aside, but you can see where the rebound was coming from. She did a good job to slide to her right and make that save. 13:08 to go. 3rd period. A big lead for the Wolves in this one. The puck is sent down low. Kilbourne collects. It was Muir who's got a goal today. Muir chips it forward. Finds a teammate in Cole Beckett. For a moment it's cleared, but sent right back in. And Kramer is on it. Alex sends it forward. Look out. Big hit on Hosty. Finally get a good look at that number 9. Oh, a huge hit in the corner. Kilbourne dishing out some punishment. Hosty loses the puck. It comes all the way back to a teammate coming right off the bench. Saleko can't keep it in, and it's sent out, and icing is the call on Aurora. Here's the big hit in the corner. So we await the face-off in the offensive zone for the Wolves. 9-0. Kilbourne doing everything they can in their power to put pressure on CVCA for the game later tonight to see who will play for the championship. Sent up to center ice. Grant Todd can't catch up with that one. Was zigging when the puck zagged. But a nice effort right there by Brady Everett. Still working at it. Gets the puck all the way down below the end line as he was tied up but never gave up on the puck. And it comes right back to him and near the red line. He pokes it forward, but Aurora is on it. Only for a moment. So it goes into the defensive zone and sent ahead. Cross ice pass looking for Hosty. Actually, that was Shea. Where's number 7? Max Williams takes a hit as the puck is sent around. It ricochets right to the slot Two Wolves come together on it. Now, nice diving defensive play right there by number 22, Matthew Harrell for Aurora. So despite the score differential, Greenman still showing a good effort, especially here in this third period. Williams skates in, and offsides is the call. Max Williams had a beeline for the goal, but the referee said not right now. We see a teammate come in on the far side, was likely in the zone just a fraction early, and so the clock continues to run. 9:50 to go. Third period, 9-0 in this contest between Worthington Kilbourne and Aurora. Polemian. Greenberg. Puck is lost to Aurora, and it's sent down the ice. And icing again against the Greenmen. Running clock, 9:25 to go, third period. So far scoreless. The Wolves got 4 in the first and 5 in the second. Stick around for Amherst Steel and Kenston coming up next. CVCA and Avon, the nightcap tonight. Braden Bilemian with speed through the neutral zone, crosses the blue line. Puck is lost, and nice back check by Bilemian, but finally sent out to center ice. Garrison comes together with Aurora's Robert Zamery. Guys coming off the bench, and the referee could have called too many men on the ice. He did not. And here comes a chance, but it's poked out and down the ice, and we'll see if it crosses the end line. It does, but they wave off icing. Janzig sends it up. Taken away. Kilbourne looking for that game-winning goal or game-ending goal, certainly the game in hand. But a 10th goal would end this one right here. It's sent ahead to Greenberg. Greenberg skates toward the puck in the circle. Sends a shot at goal and a save by Bailey. Again sent up and out. And we've got a penalty coming. I believe it's a cross-checking call. It's 7:41 to go here. In the box goes number 5. That's Kellen Walter. And they quickly restart the clock as Walter gets seated in the penalty box. So a power play here for Kilbourne. We'll see if they can end this one on the man advantage. Into the corner it goes. Hosty sends it behind the net. Back to the near side. Centering attempt is knocked down and cleared down the ice by Brody Markle. Back on it is Muir. He'll restart with 1:26 to go in the penalty time. And that puck, again, showing signs of just being stuck in a warm rink. 64 degrees outside. Into the zone. Kept. Shot is knocked down on the one-timer into the corner. Saleko. Luke Saleko tries to center. He does. Fanned on by Cole Beckett. Back to Saleko. He looks and tries to dish. It's dug out and loose in front. Looks like a mouthpiece in front of the goal. This one is shot down and saved by Bailey. Best chance in some time for the Wolves to try and end this one, but Raquel Bailey tracked it, and you'll see her view, her vantage point right here from our goal cam. Nice job by the young lady. Clock continues to tick down. Final 25 seconds of this penalty. This power play opportunity for the Wolves. Final 6 minutes of the contest scheduled to go, the full 45. Aurora clears. Just 10 seconds left as Grant Todd has to try and track that puck down. He does, but in 5 seconds, the penalty time to Kellen Walter will be expired, and he is released back onto the ice. He heads to the bench, and a teammate comes on. Shot, save off the pads, and cleared out once again. Deflected, and icing is waved off. 5:23 to go. A turnover in the neutral zone, rather in the defensive zone. Sent forward, ricochets to the left of the goaltender. Mers sent up but not out, kept in and sent back down low by Aurora's Matt Smith. All the way around to the near side. And poked at by Schechterman. The puck goes to the far side corner. It's retrieved by Brady Everett, and he'll start out with under 5 to go in this one. Everett into the offensive zone, tries to dangle through a couple. It's poke checked away, and here comes Aurora. Cale Hayjack into the corner. Hayjack has it taken away, but up to the point. Shot, rebound in front. Save on the first shot. The second shot goes wide. Best opportunity to the third period for the Greenmen. Down to 4:20 to go in this contest. Up to Schreiber. Schreiber, stick handling. Waiting for reinforcements. He'll dump it down low now. Looking for a teammate. It's Jacob Lee. Now loose in the slot. Falling down was Nathan Hachet, and it's sent forward. Tracking that puck, Will Adams. Adams centers, but could not connect with a teammate coming off the bench. Bench whistle blows, and we might get a too many men on the ice penalty, as the Wolves were in the midst of a change and played that puck. In the box goes number 84, Jacob Lee. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes and 34 seconds to go. So the penalty time actually 11 minutes and 27 seconds. Lee will serve it. Clock already ticking down, so a power play here in the later stages for the Greenmen. Sent off the side of the net on a clearance attempt and taken over by Aurora. Shot goes wide from Brody Markle. Centering attempt, and a shot saved by Mers. Still loose and kicked out to center ice by Max Schechterman. Now with some speed into the offensive zone is Hachet. Hachet moved to the corner, leaves it, shot, deflects off a teammate, loose in front, second shot, score! The shutout has gone away. On the goal, looked like number 16, Max Schechterman. We'll get confirmation to see who goes through the line first, and it is the sophomore. Gets the Greenmen on the board today, and it is 9-1. Max Schechterman averts the shutout for the Greenmen, who played hard to the end. The clock continues to run. The differential now just 8. And it looks like we will make it to the conclusion of the scheduled festivities in this one this afternoon. Kellen Walter has it on his stick. 2:05 to go. Walter cross ice. Markle slaps at it, and it goes forward. He finds a teammate in Ian Hilliard. He brings it into the zone. His shot attempt is blocked and sent to the near side corner. Walter sends it back down low again. It doesn't quite get all the way to the end line, and is sent out by the Wolves with 1:37 to go. John Muir, 1 goal today. He'll get into the offensive zone. He'll skate in. Will he get a shot off? No, it's poke checked away, but it comes to a teammate. Shot saved there by Bailey. A second shot doesn't get to the front of the net. Kept in at the point. Your fans on that one. Backhanded shot goes wide. Hosty will chase after it in the corner up to the point. Nice play by him. It's sent down in, saved by Bailey, and she's going to cover it with 1:05 to go here. The Wolves 9, The Greenmen won as you watch that last flurry of activity again. Nice play by Raquel Bailey. She'll have that for her highlight film later. And we mentioned it on last night's broadcast, but the Aurora Greenman program is a proud program. They've made it to the Barron Cup finals before. Played CVCA back in 2017. Every program goes through ups and down periods, and this is a struggle for them this season. But they've got good numbers, and no doubt Aurora will be back. Here, another opportunity in front, and gloved down by the goaltender, Mers, with 15 seconds to go, and that might just do it. They'll gather at the face-off dot, but the clock continues to wind down, and we will not have another face-off today. The Worthington Kilbourne Wolves get a second win at the CVCA Christmas Tournament. The final score, Worthington Kilbourne 9, Aurora 1. And now the Wolves and head coach Greg Rivak will have to sit and wait and see what happens later on this evening between CVCA and Aurora. They've done all they can do. The Royals must win, or Kilbourne will play for the championship tomorrow. The Aurora Greenmen will have a scheduled outing tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. against NDCL. Both teams looking to salvage a victory here in the tournament. And we are going to look forward to a nightcap this afternoon, a second session of the day that will feature Amherst Steel and Kenston in the early game at 5 o'clock, and CVCA and Avon at 7:30. Both games will determine who plays tomorrow in the championship game and who plays in the second place games on Monday evening. On behalf of the team bringing you the coverage here on CVCA Livestream, John Powell directing, Zach Nichols on replay, JT Nichols and Kent Schwartzbeck teaming up on the shots on goal position, and Sean Mosher on camera. We are through 2.5 days. We've got 1.5 to go. Stick around. Come back and tune in just before 5 o'clock for Amherst Steel and Kenston. The final score once again, Worthington Kilbourne 9, Aurora 1. So long for now. We'll see you just before 5 o'clock.